Welcome to Marketing Without the Marketing. I'm your host, Michael Bosey, and I'm very happy that you're here with me today. And happy to be in the last episode of a very long series. It's 20 episodes of what I was calling Content Marketing 201, going through all the different parts of the customer pathway from website to blog to email strategy to social, and now your online store. And in this little mini series, 3 episodes, online store strategy, talked about an overview of the different strategies that you might use to optimize your store so that when someone's there ready to make a purchase, they can do so without friction. And once they're on the page and they're ready, there are only 2 levers that you can pull: scarcity and urgency. And in the last episode, we covered scarcity, and I want to devote this one to urgency. So let's jump right in. I want to visit again with our old friend, loss aversion. We talked about this in the last episode about scarcity, and the concept is the same. It's just that we're going to be playing on a different factor here of loss aversion. To review, loss aversion is a very, very strong motivator. People, when they feel like they're missing out on something, are more motivated to take an action, even than when they feel like they have something to gain. And we want to stoke this fear a little bit so that they feel like time is running out. And look, these are tried and true tactics because they work. You see this in marketing all the time. When you say that the clock is ticking, your time is running out, you'd better act fast. I mean, we've all seen the act now urgings in ads. And, you can manifest this in actually using a countdown clock. Think of something like Ticketmaster as a great example of marketing in this way, where you select a pair of seats and all of a sudden it starts counting down from 10 minutes. And you know that you've got to jump on this or they're going to give your seats up to someone else. Another tactic is flash sales, right? The offer is for today only, for this week only, for 3 days only, whatever it is, put an expiration date on it, right? Or a limited run, right? Until the supply runs out. Time is running out because the supply is running out. And again, you see this in ads all the time, the while supplies last type of marketing. And, again, this works, right? We're going to run out. Clock is ticking. You better jump on this deal. Same thing with using sales, for instance. Like the sale is going to go until we are sold out, right? So you see like the going out of business sale. You know that at some point time's going to be up. They're going to run out and it's over. And one thing, like I talked about in the last episode, is you can actually show the stock quantity if that's helpful to sort of setting the clock in motion and getting people to take an action. Another way to do this is to let this run out by the amount of people that can actually be involved. So for instance, say it's a webinar or some sort of online event or even an offer for a discount. And you can say that you are taking the first 10 to respond. Right? That's it. First come, first serve, time's running out. Jump on this immediately, right? Again, sets the clock ticking. You can do this with, let's say, an online course or registration or enrollment where you say, hey, listen, this is closing on Sunday evening, for instance. And again, you set an expiration date for this so that they have to move on it or they could miss out. Another thing that you see often is where you say, okay, today only, there will be free delivery. You wait till tomorrow, you're going to have to pay for it. This, again, can sort of can motivate people to move. Or, for instance, put some competition into the mix. So, for instance, if you ever see on Etsy, if you go to purchase something or you have something that you're interested in, it may say 2 people have this in their cart already. Another site that's a marketplace for selling music equipment called Reverb, based in Chicago, they do the same thing. When there's another offer that someone's made, they email you and say, hey, someone's put an offer on an item that you're watching, and that motivates you to go and, you better act quickly because that offer might be accepted. So jump on it right now. Clock is ticking. Now, these strategies may seem like they're coercive, but they work and they may be legitimate, right? Like you may only be able to offer a certain thing. You may only have one item. You may only be able to handle 10 respondents. You may only be able to sell a certain amount of items. So this stuff can be legit and it does absolutely work. Now, you can also manage this in the content that supports the product sale. So for instance, it's very easy just to say, hey, listen, these have been really popular, or these are getting a great response, or they're going fast. Again, creating a little bit of timed urgency here. And most of the store platforms are set up to do this. If you go back a couple episodes in this series where I was talking about, in general, online store strategy, I went through a bunch of the different apps and plugins that you can use for your online store, such as 3D Cart, Shopify, WooCommerce, MemberPress, and a whole bunch of other dedicated sector-specific platforms. Most of them have the ability to do this type of thing where you have the content supporting this because, look, they know it works as well. And all you have to do is pick the right strategy for you and, of course, something that matches the product that you're trying to sell as well. Now, it's really hard to create urgency when you have a commoditized product that you can get anywhere and your customers know that. Though, of course, we're seeing the world turned upside down now with the coronavirus crisis, where it's made mundane products instantly valuable. But in general, what we're talking here is that you need to have something that is special, right? So if it doesn't feel that way, then people are not going to jump on it because, hey, I can get that tomorrow. I can get that next week. I can get that a month from now. But here's the thing, and I really have to underscore this. You have to be really, really careful with this strategy. You've spent weeks, months, or even years building up trust. And if you are not honest about it with your customers, you can lose that trust in an instant. This is where we have the advantage as small players. It's believable that we have limitations. With big companies, people see right through these tactics and it lowers trust. So this is our advantage, and it won't surprise you to hear me say that, look, you got to be honest, ethical, respectful to your customers. It is one of the things that we as small business owners can do to outperform, the big companies that we compete against. And we don't ever want to give up that advantage. All right, so this concludes the series. It's been 20 episodes on all the aspects of what I call Content Marketing 201. If you want to experience the whole series, go back to episode number 144, which was called Content Marketing 201 Beyond the Basics. That serves as an intro to the whole series. Left a link in the show notes back to that episode and a link that collects up the last 20 episodes. All right, well, my hope is that you learned something from this series. I'm not sure what to turn to next. I guess I would ask you, have you found this to be helpful? I mean, while the world is in disarray right now and people are struggling to figure out what to do to get, to the other side of this crisis that we're in the middle of, do people care about such issues when they're just trying to survive and keep their business afloat? I mean, look, these strategies, they're sound strategies. I've seen them work over and over again in practice, but let's face it, the type of marketing I'm talking about takes time. And urgency, which we've been talking about this entire episode, is more important than ever right now. With that, let me know what would help you. Reach out via Twitter, LinkedIn, Patreon, email me. What do you want me to talk about? What would help you get through this? I'll do an episode on it. I'll create a video walkthrough for you. I want to help. So let's chat. We as small business owners need to have each other's backs right now. And I'm trying to make purchases that keep my local small businesses alive, giving big tips, buying gift certificates, giving donations, doing GoFundMes. Look, if we don't do this, our favorite businesses won't be around when this is over. And aside from the human toll, which is as sad as can be, my next greatest concern is that, I don't want to wake up to a world where it's only big corporate entities left in all sectors. I mean, that's not a great world. Let's make sure that doesn't happen, and it's up to us. So I'm sending you my love and support and wishing you well through all this, and I'll see you on the next episode.